Hello guys, what we are going to be cooking today is a beautiful Mediterranean dish, and I have got it many times when I was in Massachusetts, and it is called Portuguese. First we need diced cod Portuguese bacalhau pieces. Next we need some diced cubed potatoes, and these are called the leeks. This tastes very fantastic. And then we got some diced bell pepper. We got need a lot of garlic cloves, which are cubed and minced. And this is the white onion, which we are going to add through our dish to make a very good gravy of it. And here we have the good tomato puree. I added 4 tomatoes in this puree, so we're going to add into our dish. First we need to take our cod Portuguese cubes, the bacalhau cubes, and put it in another dish. Add some pepper and all-purpose flour for it, and mix it well, and just remove the excess flour. We're gonna do a fry of this in the olive oil, and I'm gonna heat my pan now. Bacalhau is getting very expensive these days. I'm gonna heat the side where there is the skin on the top, and the pieces are getting brown in the flour. We have to be very careful. This is a very they are nice and brown. As you can see, each pieces I'm taking aside them, picking one each by one by one. We're gonna turn off our flames. We're gonna pick the pieces and place them aside in a different place. As you can see, I'm getting a really good cube. As I see, I have placed all and every piece over here in a separate pan. I have placed all the pieces in a separate pan, as you can see over here. And you must be wondering what I'm going to do with this oil over here. We're going to keep this oil for doing our bacalhau stew. Alright, I have added some additional olive oil for cooking our dish. I've turned on the stove on the medium flame. The fragrance and the essence of the oil is gonna get heated up. You can see this finely minced garlic and the bell pepper. This is the leek. This tastes like an onion. And it's getting heated up very well. Now, as you guys remember, I'm gonna add some garlic cloves into the oil because the garlic is gonna disperse its essence. And as the garlic cloves are getting brown, don't get them blackened. They need to be just sauteed brown. As these are getting brown, we're gonna add the leeks on top of that. I'm gonna saute the leeks and garlic. It's getting really getting heated up. We're gonna add some red chili flakes into our dish because it gets the hotness into the dish. And as you can see, we need to add the bay leaves. This brings the best essence to the fish when cooked. The leeks takes time to cook, so we need to saute them very well. So the bay leaves have got brown. We're gonna add some green bell peppers. I'm gonna saute those two along with them. The bell peppers are getting sauteed. This brings the intense heat within the fish, and I'm gonna get ribbed up with some coriander also later on. This is a perfect dish for Portugal and European, South American, North American cuisine. As the bell peppers get cooked, we're gonna add some white onions into this dish. White onions are getting cooked. They get pretty intense flavor to the dish. This is a very rustic dish in Portugal. Alright, I think the capsicum or bell peppers are fried very well. We're gonna add some potatoes into our dish, and the potatoes are getting heated very well. We need to saute them also in this oil. So as the potatoes are getting heated up, we need to cover them up. Let the potatoes get really the potatoes get smelted in the heat. Potatoes are not so sweet, and I'm gonna add the tomato puree into our dish. I love tomatoes. Tomatoes are very tasty. These bring the best of the indigenous taste into the dish, and as the puree, as you can see, it's really nicely minced. It's getting minced, and we're gonna add a cup of water into this. Okay, as you can see, I'm adding 2 cups of water into the dish it makes the good broth for the bacalhau to get properly cooked for the potatoes, and the flavors get imbibed into the stew. And the main ingredient in this bacalhau is basil. Basil is really a key ingredient, as this gets the rustic taste to this bacalhau. We're gonna add a dash of basil into the bacalhau dish, and we're gonna stir the stew very well. The stew is getting heated on medium flame. As the stew gets heated, we're gonna cover it up so that it gets to a proper boil. As you can see, the stew is getting boiled at 160 degrees, and we're gonna be adding up a little bit of salt into the stew. Not too much of salt, just a little bit of salt, as the bacalao pieces itself are salty in taste. You can see the stew is getting boiled at 160 degrees Celsius. Tomatoes love basil. You know, the taste gets very good. And once I have added the salt, I'm going to give it a stir. The aroma is just tantalizing. So we're going to keep this stew boiling at 160 degrees Celsius for 11 to 12 minutes. And you know, it has been dispensed. The juices have been came into the stew very well. I'm going to give it a stir. Amazing thickness. Now I'm going to add our bacalhau fried pieces slowly into the stew as they get cooked. You can see how the brown bacalhau pieces are cooked very well. Yummy. You can feel the taste. My mouth is really watering now after I smell the aroma of the stew. Okay, that's the final piece. And whatever the dripped olive oil is there, I'm just going to coat all over the stew on top of it. And just try to, you know, submerge all these pieces of bacalhau into the stew. As these get cooked, we're gonna garnish our stew with some cilantro. This is the most wonderful part of the stew. And we are also going to garnish with this black olives, seedless black olives. Olives are really good for health, for your hairs, and it tastes really good with the stew. And our bacalhau dish is ready. Alright, so we had a very good evening today, and we have our cod Portuguese dish, bacalhau, ready, and I'm gonna taste it with a very good Chardonnay, which goes very well with the fish. Let me taste the stew first. As I said, bacalhau, such an amazing dish. And I thank you all for taking your time from this epic evening, and see you for the next video.